the new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
to us, black excellence, right?
that had to be there.
We getting tighter, you know what I'm saying? And united we stand, and ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch.
Oh,
Like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you is this year.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
That's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like he says something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like we need to party. What is he talking about?
Incident has gone off.
When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, you take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
50 came up here and he was giving you flack for the asking Fab to party. So he'll ask you to play the clip, man.
Yeah, play the clip. Go ahead.
I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
The courtroom was silent as the verdict dropped. Cameras flashed, reporters scrambled, and in the middle of it all stood Sean Diddy Combs, stone-faced, stunned, but still standing. The verdict? Guilty, but not on the charges that many believed would end his career forever. Somehow, some way, Diddy walked away from the most serious accusations, beating a federal RICO case and other major counts. And while he still faces up to 20 years in prison for transporting women across state lines for illegal purposes, the mood among his accusers and critics is clear. Justice was not fully served. One person who wasted no time reacting, 50 Cent.
I haven't had issues with Puffy. I don't like him like that. Like I don't like things that he would do and make me uncomfortable.
So we're speaking on Diddy. We're speaking on Puff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't have that thing where we ain't had no thing. I wasn't sending nothing at him, big. If it was on the street side like that, we would be actively doing things to each other.
Right.
And we wasn't doing that. Right? So it gets to, with Jay, definitely not that. That's definitely not. It's just being competitive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I look at it, I go, whoa. So I always go into what would I do in a situation like this? Like when that type of thing happens. Like, and I'm going, I don't know. I hope things are all right for him internally.
Speaking on?
I mean, at the crib. Because in the statement they mentioned his
you're talking Jay?
His daughter
Gotcha.
would, being old enough to, because she about 13.
Right.
So it's the same age as his kids. I wrote for Puff, not guilty and a filthy. Come on.
Gotcha. Take this money, take this money. Oh, the G-Dep joint.
Yeah.
You wrote that?
Yeah.
You got a big plaque for that.
Yeah, I saw Yale said that you were supposed to sign the bad boy.
Look, they knew I was talented. They just looked at it and was like, I don't want all of the stuff that comes with him. Mm-hmm. But look, at that point, I would have probably did the deal. See, there was no other, like, at that point, look, when I was, Jennifer is who told Puff to work with me.
Jennifer Lopez. Okay.
Because her first album on the six, Corey Rooney was the executive producer. Corey Rooney was my executive producer for Power of the Dollar. So we had the relationship from Queens and everything coming out that put us in the same circles. And then Jennifer was telling me, yo, he is dope. You work with him, like eventually it's gonna happen.
The beef between 50 Cent and Diddy has gone on for years, but after the verdicts, 50 took to social media with one of the most sarcastic posts yet. He uploaded a smiling photo and wrote, "Did he beat the Rico? That boy a bad man." like the stylish John Gotti. For most people, this might look like trolling, but for 50, it's deeper. Behind the jokes is a decades-long mistrust of Diddy. 50 says he was one of the first to recognize that Diddy's behavior wasn't just flashy, it was something darker. He explained how Diddy once offered to take him shopping, which immediately raised red flags. According to 50, that's not something a man says to another man unless there's a different motive. He wasn't alone in those suspicions, and now years later, what 50 had been saying all along is starting to click with the public. Despite offering $1 million in cash and putting up his luxury homes in Miami and Los Angeles as collateral, the judge wasn't buying it. Diddy's legal team asked for his release while he awaits sentencing, but the judge made it clear, Diddy is a danger to society. This wasn't just about one incident. According to court filings, the judge reviewed years of consistent patterns, events, testimonies, and even footage, revealing Diddy's ability to manipulate, intimidate, and control. The judge's ruling called out his long history of violent tendencies, further proving why bail would be a risk to the public. Cassie Ventura, one of the key voices in the case, sent a letter pleading with the court to keep Diddy behind bars. So did her legal team, citing their deep concern for her safety and the safety of other witnesses. Even singer Aubrey O'Day, who once worked closely with Diddy, said she felt a gut punch upon hearing that he might walk free, but the judge heard the voices and kept him locked up. If you think this is over, think again. 50 Cent is turning up the heat with a new Netflix docuseries titled Did He Do It? Set to drop at the end of 2025, this series promises to reveal the darker side of Diddy's empire, stories that weren't even allowed in court. According to 50, this project has been in the works for years. He claims to have been collecting evidence, testimonials, and video content long before the legal system caught up. His mission? Expose the truth and break through the wall of silence surrounding the music industry. For years, powerful people allegedly protected Diddy, label heads, executives, influencers, and even politicians. But now, with the walls closing in, 50 Cent says it's time for accountability. This isn't just about one man, it's about an industry that protected him. Even with 34 witnesses and 2 federal raids, Diddy still avoided the harshest charges. While he was convicted on transporting women across state lines for illegal purposes, a crime that carries up to 20 years, he was cleared of the more serious racketeering and conspiracy charges. The prosecution called it a major embarrassment. Activists, former employees, and even some of the jurors expressed shock that Diddy didn't face more consequences. Still, there's hope. The judge has discretion to extend the sentence beyond the recommended guidelines, especially given the number of victims and the nature of the crimes. One legal expert even said, "Don't forget what they did to O.J. Simpson the second time around." Now all eyes turn to October 3rd, Diddy's official sentencing date. 50 Cent isn't the only one watching. The industry is full of people who once partied with Diddy, promoted his brand, and kept quiet, even when the rumors started swirling. From music moguls to celebrities, many now find themselves in uncomfortable positions. There are even whispers that Diddy's own sons were involved, allegedly helping him find women, according to multiple lawsuits. Yet most of the entertainment world remains quiet, unwilling to call out one of their own. 50 called it early. He never joined the parties, never played along. And now, he's one of the few who can speak freely. They told me I was crazy. They called me a hater, 50 said. But look who's been proven right.